Hello everyone and welcome back to English Clappers. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of phrasal verbs. You know, those tricky combinations of words that can sometimes leave us scratching our heads. In this video, we'll unravel the mysteries of phrasal verbs and help you master them like a pro. So let's start with the basics. What are phrasal verbs? Phrasal verbs are multi-word expressions that consist of a verb and one or more particles, such as prepositions or adverbs. These particles completely change the meaning of the verb, creating new idiomatic expressions that are widely used in everyday English. For example, take the phrasal verb take off. On its own, take means to grab or remove something. But when we add the particle off, it transforms into a completely different meaning, which means to remove a piece of clothing or leave quickly. He took off his shoes and entered the room. As soon as the meeting concluded, she grabbed her things and took off without saying goodbye. Now let's explore some common types of phrasal verbs. First, we have intransitive phrasal verbs, which don't require an object. For example, she woke up and got up early. In this case, wake up and get up are both intransitive phrasal verbs. Next, we have transitive phrasal verbs. These verbs require an object to complete their meaning. For example, he turned off the lights. Here, turn off is a transitive phrasal verb, and lights is the object. Transitive phrasal verbs are divided into two categories: separable and inseparable transitive phrasal verbs. First, separable transitive phrasal verbs. These are phrasal verbs where the object can come between the verb and the particle, or it can be placed after the particle. For instance, she put on her coat, or she put her coat on. Next is inseparable transitive phrasal verb. As the name suggests, the verb and the particle cannot be separated and must stay together. For example, they're looking forward to the concert. Here, looking forward to is an inseparable phrasal verb. We cannot say they're looking the concert forward to. This is wrong. We cannot separate it. If you use a dictionary, it is easy to understand either the phrasal verb is transitive or intransitive. All the transitive phrasal verbs have something or somebody. For instance, look after somebody or take something off. To understand either the transitive phrasal verb is separable or inseparable, take a look at the sign. In some dictionaries, you'll find this sign, but in other dictionaries, you'll find im, movable, or is separable. For instance, take something off. The sign is shows that it's separable. But if you have something or somebody in a phrasal verb without any sign, it's definitely inseparable. Look at something. You don't see any signs, so it is transitive phrasal verb because of the object something, but intransitive due to no sign. Learning phrasal verbs can be challenging.
It is challenging sometimes.
But here are a few tips to help you along the way. First, try to learn phrasal verbs in context. Read and listen to English materials where the phrasal verbs are used naturally. This will help you understand their meaning and usage better. Second, make use of flashcards or any other memorization techniques that work for you. Write down the phrasal verb, its meaning, and use it in a sentence. Practice and repetition are the key to mastering phrasal verbs. Lastly, invest in a good phrasal verb dictionary or online resource. These tools provide definitions, examples, and additional exercises to reinforce your understanding. And that is a wrap on our crash course on phrasal verbs. Remember, mastering phrasal verbs takes time and practice, but with dedication, you'll soon find yourself using them effortlessly. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to English Clappers for more language tips and tricks. Until next time, keep learning and keep improving.